Hey everyone, grab your coffee and sit down. Now, as you guys know, there is no Mama June from Not to Hot tonight. They're just recapping basically the past season, the highlights of that. So I thought we could chat about Mama June. Now, Mama June had her first child when she was 15, right around her 15th birthday. hmm Alana, in real time, is 14, soon to be 15, later on in the summer. And could you imagine her having a baby? I, I can't. I can't. I couldn't even imagine her being pregnant right now. But anyway, Mama June had her first child that young. Okay, and then she had another one 2 years later, and then about 3 years later, had another one. Anyway, by her 21st birthday, she had three small children. hmm Baby and, a preschooler and probably one in kindergarten or first grade at the age of 21. Now, 21st birthday is a big deal. You get to go out and party and drink and have fun. I have this feeling that she didn't get to do that, which is really sad. And even sadder is that she quit school. And I suspect she was probably forced out of school because schools don't like pregnant students, and they don't like students with small children, at least not back then. I guess they thought it was contagious or something. I don't know. And now we know what causes that, so it's not that big a deal. But if anybody needed a diploma, it would be the single mom or single dad. Dads have it a little easier because, they're not showing out to here, and have morning sickness and, false labor and things like that. But yeah, so she really should have graduated. And I don't know if she got her GED or not. I hope so, but really it didn't matter. Now, just because she didn't finish school does not mean that Mama June was a stupid person. Yeah, she went the route of a single parent, and she worked at McDonald's, not just in McDonald's. Every job is important, but you know as well as I do that the jobs that a person who hasn't finished high school can get are not going to support a family. Okay? So sometime in there, she met Sugar Bear, and they got together, and then they had Alana. So I think Mama June took advantage of the fact that she didn't have to work quite so hard, and she decided, we'll do pageants. I mean, Alana was cute. She was cute, still is. And she got her into these pageants and things, and then they did the extreme couponing thing. Do you remember that one? Yeah. Everybody had their little binder and their little plastic sheets and little pockets of coupons, and had their price matches, and they're going through the store looking for the right thing, and oh yeah, it's cheaper here, so a price match and a coupon. Hey, we all did it. We know we did. We're all guilty. But she took it a step further. She talked about stacking coupons, which that was Greek to me, okay? And she also brought up, that you can send your expired coupons to a company that will then send them to military bases overseas, who then distribute them because I guess you can use them 6 months after their expiration date if they can, to get them. So see, she took it a step further. She was smart enough. She figured it out. She figured out how to get things free or dirt cheap, and learned to help other people at the same time. Okay? And then they had the Toddlers and Tiara show, of course. And, Alana competed there. And Mama June was in the audience of these shows. I watched a few times. Where all the other moms were just sitting there all prim and proper, and Alana got up to dance or do whatever. And here's Mama June, yeah, this way, one turn, And she's out there just coaching like crazy, But it worked because she'd win, and it drew attention to them. Hence, they got a spinoff. So Alana and family have pretty much been on TV since 2012, okay? The Honey Boo Boo show took off like wildfire. Okay? Everybody loved this crazy redneck family. They were just so out there, you know. They had one show, they had a chicken walking through the living room. Um, you know, her famous spaghetti of noodles and ketchup and a little extra sugar. I mean, they were just crazy. Dysfunctional? Hell yeah. But people laughed and people loved them. They didn't care if their socks matched or not. You know, they didn't care if the girl's hair was combed. They didn't care that there was water bottles and pop bottles stuffed between the couch cushions and wrappers laying around. I mean, they were just an average family. And they took off, okay? So, pretty much stayed on TV. Alana pretty much grew up there. And then they had some lost episodes before Not to Hot started, which of course more chronicled Mama's weight loss journey, which I think she did exceptionally well. Now, I see a lot of posts on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and people seem to have the same comments that I wanted to address very briefly. This is not by any one person. This is just the most common ones that I have seen on these social media sites. You know, the land where spelling and punctuation don't exist. Okay, is the show scripted? Well, I think it is partially scripted. I do think Mama June is going through a battle for her health right now, but I do think a lot of it is, and I think editing has a lot to do with it. A lot of parts of it just don't make any sense. Okay, like Sugar Bear going to doctor for ED. That has nothing to do with June or their family. That's kind of personal, and so I think they threw that in there just because. And some other things, you know, where Gina invited them down to her home in California, and then even though they had declined, Sugar Bear and Jennifer showed up, and so she let them stay, even though they had declined to come. Like I said before, if it were me, I would have said, well, hey, you know, you declined the offer, so there's a Motel 8 up the road. They got the light on for you. So yeah, I do think part of it is scripted. Maybe not all of it, though. So, the next question. It's Gino's fault. Or comment, I guess. Yes and no. And I know that people are going to yell at me for this. Okay, when Mama June had her surgeries, and we already know she had a food addiction, so I think she is, I'm not a doctor, I think she is an addictive personality. So she couldn't have food anymore. And she had probably an incredible amount of pain. I mean, she had the stomach surgery, she had her skin removed, she had uplift or implants, or I don't know. She just had everything done surgically that you could do. And then her teeth fixed. I mean, that had to hurt. So what I'm thinking happened probably is that she was on painkillers, probably pretty strong ones. And as time went on, and she should have healed, and a normal, well, I wouldn't say normal, an average person wouldn't have needed them anymore or needed that many. But she was fighting for them and probably got cut off. So I think Gino probably said, well, you know what, I got something, I can get something for us, not just you, but us. You pay, I'll go get, and, you know, you won't want to eat, you keep losing the weight, and you'll feel better. And she probably went for it. And being an addictive personality, this was what she had now. She didn't have food anymore. She didn't have prescriptions, but she had whatever it was, crack, I don't know, whatever it was. So yes, it is his fault to a point, but, you know, she is old enough to say no. And I don't think he forced her. I don't think he held her head and shoved the straw up her nose and said, breathe. I don't think it went that way. So, Then there's the where's Mama, and Mama, get back to your kids. Mama is not in the shape to get back to her kids right now. Mama needs to take a little break, get herself back in order before she attempts that, or she will fail, and everybody will be more hurt. So right now, they don't know, well, I guess they do know kind of where she is or where she isn't, and they're all just hoping that she will get help, and I think she will in her time when she is ready, okay? And maybe she is by now. Maybe she's already been to rehab. We don't know. We only know what they tell us. So she may have already gotten the help. You know, lately her pictures are looking better. You know, her tooth is fixed. And she had a broken tooth there for a while. And she's looking good. And Gino's looking heavier than he was. So that's a good sign, right? The last one I'm going to discuss today, and we may have more at a future date. Alana's working. Alana's supporting the whole family. No, I don't think so. You know, they get paid from the show, and I've heard it's not a lot. Now, what their definition of not a lot and mine are probably different. So they probably make a halfway good amount from the show. Josh is working as a janitor. I don't know if Sugar Bear is financially obligated to contribute for Alana or not. I would imagine so, but with June out of the picture, I don't know if, I don't know if he is. So all of them were doing cameos, okay? And the gripe about Alana's working came because now she has these t-shirts that says, "Not today, boo-boo," or something, a catchphrase of hers, and it's a bright pink, and she's standing there holding the shirt, telling people, "Hey, please buy my shirt," and I'm sure a lot of people are. And that ain't working. That's not working, okay? A lot of kids do a lot more physical work for a lot less money than this. And I don't think she's supporting everybody. I think maybe she picks up, maybe they run short and they have to pay their phone bill or something. She may contribute there. She may pick up extra groceries. She might get a few things here and there, gifts or things for Ella, or, cover utility or whatever. I don't think she's supporting them all. I just don't see it. Not when, Pumpkin's now working at Walmart. Josh has a job. Granted, it's very expensive. It's expensive to live there. And they probably don't get help, I'm guessing, just because I think they're probably over income. If they do, it's not much. So you have to take into account they have rent. I don't know if their car is paid for. They may have a car payment. They're so young that their car insurance is probably sky high. They probably have renter's insurance and rent and utilities and phone and Ella's clothes, which I'm sure she's growing like a weed. That costs money. There's all these things, all these expenses that don't sound like a lot, but they add up. And I would not be a bit surprised if Pumpkin and Josh aren't making the money that they need to pay all of these bills. So I don't think it hurts her to kick in. I don't. Because a lot of kids, do babysitting. They have something here called detasseling where I live, where the kids go walk the fields, and it's hot and sweaty and sometimes damp and muddy. And it's a really crappy job in the summertime. And they make a little over minimum wage doing it. Alana has the ability to just stand there holding a shirt and make a lot of money. So let her do it. It is what she does. This is how she was raised. This is how she will make her living. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. I didn't even get into Jennifer and Sugar Bear because they're about a whole video all by themselves. Anyway, please, if you enjoyed this, like, share, subscribe, comment, something nice. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.